Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. He's shifting through the gears here. Savinho. No way through, so back it comes. Savinho with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Now it's Mbappe. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bernardo Silva. Carreras made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. And here's Haaland. He's in plenty of space here.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
And it's Bellingham. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Garcia gets flagged offside. Nico Gonzalez. Savinho. Garcia. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Valverde. And Mastantuono. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Haaland scooting forward. Alexander-Arnold does really well to win the ball there. Just eases him off the ball. Now this could be a chance. It's not an especially good pass, that. Valverde. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries a shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. He's on it, can he get away? Real chance! Nastantuono, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's in a great position here. That is lovely. And here's Haaland. There's the shot! And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a throw-in. Nico Gonzalez. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Savinho. Haaland. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Garcia. And the shot's on here. Look at the space here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Haaland. And it's Rodri. And here's Foden. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's in on goal. Rodri is flagged offside. Semenyo.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Rudiger. Asensio. Can he get it through? Bellingham. And it's half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then. He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage to every one of his teammates from here.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Nastantuono. Plays a sharp little ball here. Savinho. And it's Rodri. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Semenyo. Asensio cuts out the pass. Mastantuono. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Number 8, Federico Valverde.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Foden, and here's Haaland. Haaland! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Asensio. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Savinho. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Space for him to turn and look. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with it.
Number 13.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 34.
Ruben Dias. Oh, that's a key interception. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, it very much looks...
Big chance! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 69
Pressure?
minutes,
What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Madrid with the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's Rodri. Asensio. Valverde. Dumfries. He's got away. Takes a shot! That's another chance! And again! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one.
Yeah, clumsiness could have cost them there. They can tidy that up.
And here's Mbappe. Driving forward. Now it's Semenyo. Foden.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! And that's a tiny finish. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substitution on the field. Number 16.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Looking to play him in.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And it's Gonzalez. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution on the field. Number 12.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And that has been cleared.
Number 3.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's bustling through here. And the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. He's having a shot! Off the post!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Foden. It's made its way to him. He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's looking wide. He's found the way through. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Dumfries. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Savinho. Here's Haaland. It's a pretty loose pass. 90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it. So we are still gridlocked.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
Well, no winners so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next. And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. Trafford. Now it's Foden. Now it's Semenyo. Semenyo. And it's Gonzalez. Well, that's a dangerous ball. Oh, look at the space here. Eder Militao did well to have charged, surely! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Nico Gonzalez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Substitution on the field. Number 31.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Jude Bellingham. Coming on the field.
Mbappe. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alain. Now it's Foden. Now it's Haaland. Out towards the flank. Savinho. Camavinga. Eder Militao. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Here's Haaland. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
He's going for goal! Another one of football's and how moments. Mbappe! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Goal! Number 10.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid leading now.
I'm afraid to tell
So
you
that was it, the first period of extra
will be
time.
heavy after the final whistle today.
The teams then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. And we're off for the final time. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Dumfries. Oh, that's fabulous. And the ball is out of play. Rodri. Savinho. Now at Nori. Haaland. Valverde. Well-timed, excellent interception. Foden. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Camavinga. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Shot a goal! He's got a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Gonzalez. Valverde. Oh, they could break here. Carreras. And it's Camavinga, and he's been shifted off it. So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having